Okay, it's been a while since I haven't talked about this game, and even though most of my subscribers are Brazilian, I know that deep down there are a few guys that do enjoy Darkwatch related content. Now, I don't have any intention of reviewing the game like many YouTube channels had already done before, but what I do want to talk about is the cancelled sequel. More importantly, how the story would be, the characters, and the world. And I tell you guys, I have some brand new information to you, and I hope you guys like it. First off, I absolutely hate theories. I like sticking with facts and things only the developers share with us. The problem is that no one has ever talked about Darkwatch 2, right? Wrong, but you are dead wrong. A while ago I was browsing Amazon and I found a book called The Art of Darkwatch. No, it's not a fake. The book really exists and it's quite interesting. The thing is, the guy who made it was the creative visual director and co-creator of Darkwatch, a fella named Farzad Vararamian. Farzad is an amazing concept artist, and I think it's safe to say that Darkwatch had an amazing aesthetic thanks to this guy. After this, the most logical step was to Google the guy's name and see what we could find, right? And that's when I found his website. In it, there's a lot of information on the projects he worked in, like Alien vs Predator and so on. On the bottom of the list, I discovered that a Darkwatch 2 page existed, and there, Farzad shared 3 concept arts and a tiny bit of information regarding the pre-production stage of Darkwatch 2. Interesting enough, the main excuse of Darkwatch 2 not being released was the fact that the team could not push the game to a publisher, and here we find out that he actually had one, and it would have been Activision Blizzard. Farzad also shared a few details regarding the story. In his website, it reads as follows. This was the highly anticipated sequel to Darkwatch. The team explored and developed the Darkwatch into a near-future dystopian world where vampires had nearly taken over the whole world. Jericho had been pulled back into the fight for a very personal cause. A much larger, richer, and deeper world had been imagined and visualized. Even more souped up and supercharged weapons, vehicles, enemies, and reasons to get into a doomed battle against the Bloodsuckers. The first interesting thing to note is that they were probably considering the good ending of the first game to make the sequel work. Why? Well, in this website, Farzad explains that the reason Jericho would come out of hiding and back into the Darkwatch would be very personal. Well, in the evil ending, he's a complete senseless fuck. He kills Cassidy, the only person that has been helping him so far, betrays Tala, and tosses his Darkwatch badge into her pool of blood, meaning he never cared about the 3. If he never cared about them, why would he be interested in going back into the Darkwatch? You know? It just doesn't make sense. Second interesting thing is the fact that vampires took over and are everywhere, which kind of makes sense. Think with me, Lazarus is a vampire, thus he needs to feed on a regular basis. There is no way Jericho was the only guy afflicted with the Curse of the West. We know this because of the countless people we encountered throughout the game that are afflicted with the curse, and we have to choose whether to kill or spare them. But think for a moment, there were many people left behind that we did not purge who eventually became vampires. So yeah, it totally makes sense that the world is now being overrun by them. And last but not least, we get a glimpse of how technologically advanced the Darkwatch are at this time. The artworks showcased by Farzad show a canyon that resembles the Citadel, Jericho wearing a new armor, and the Darkwatch Helion, a vehicle designed to surpass Coyote Wagon. It makes me really sad that all we can do now is make assumptions and imagine how dense the game world would be. The feeling I have with this title is the same one I have with the Silent Hills playable teaser. Both had amazing aspects and superb concepts, but sadly, they never got to see the light of day. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.